Hello, everybody, and welcome to this edition of Round 6. So glad that you can join us. And what do we always say on Round 6? We always say we have a lot to talk about. Well, we do have a lot to talk about. We're talking about King Canelo. Canelo returns to the ring. It's Cinco de Mayo. It's an annual event. So Canelo's coming back, and he's going to take on Jaime Munguia. So to do that, Round 6 is going to welcome in a new panelist. And this is somebody I go back a long, long way with. He has been on the boxing scene in Washington, D.C. area for many years. He was the promotional head of the Spencer Group, which was Riddick Bowe's promotional team back in the day. And he's written for everybody in town, including the PG Sentinel. You can check him out right now at blackmeninamerica.com, where he's a contributor. And please welcome to Round 6, my man, Ron Harris. Ron, what's good?
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
I look at this and I'm kind of like, Canelo gets a great payday. It's the second fight of his deal with PBC. This is going to be on Prime. I think everybody's anticipating that the number, because Canelo is still box office. People still want to see Canelo fight. He still brings them in. Still relevant, still one of those guys that even if you're not a big boxing fan, everybody knows Canelo.
He is, he fights. He's a fighter, man. You don't stand around and say, well, where's Canelo? When is he coming back? Because he's right around the corner. He's going to fight. We know he's going to fight at Cinco. We know he's going to fight probably twice to 3 times a year.
September.
That's what I like about him.
Yes.
People like him. Fans like him. Americans like him. Mexicans love him. He's not a flamboyant guy. Now, he'll cuss a little bit at the end of a fight, but a lot of that's adrenaline. And, right after the fight, he's got to calm down a little bit. But I always liked him.
So to me, it's not going to be a risky fight, but I will say this. Munguia will give it to him. Munguia will give it to him because that's how he fights. He is an action fighter. He comes straight forward. Like I said, he has pop in both hands.
But Canelo is so devastating to the body, man. He's not a slick fighter where he's pop, combination. He's just, he's throwing bombs every single punch on your shoulder, on your arm, on your wrist, on your elbow, whatever it is, he's going to put damage to you. And can you take that damage? 6, 7, 8. You're in the 8th round, buddy. You look around, there's 4 more to go. And Canelo can take punches, though nobody's really they just bomb him out in his career that I've seen.
Munguia has to use his youth and the length. He's going to be a little longer than Canelo. And like I said, he does pack a punch. And so do you really want to get in a firefight with Canelo? But here's the thing about Munguia. Munguia is the kind of guy, Ron, if you hit him, he's going to hit you back. Or he's going to try to hit you back. So I think he's tailor-made for Canelo, right? Because what's Canelo's calling card is the counter punch. It's the body work, right? So when he looks across at Munguia, I'm sure he's saying, oh, I can hit him. But what's different about Munguia than, say, the other guys that he's fought, particularly Charlo and Plant and Callum Smith and Billy Joe Saunders and stuff, this kid's got something coming back. He's got something coming back. So here's the thing. Can he do it, though? Can he get a good lick on Canelo that gets Canelo's attention? Because if we get a firefight, Ron, it might be a pretty good fight. It might be.
He's supposed to be an action guy, but Canelo is not only a hard puncher, he plays good defense. He can take a punch, as all champions can. So I don't really see anything in this fight beyond 6 or 7 rounds. I just don't think it'll go to the scorecards. I don't.
I don't think it will either. I think Canelo is going to get him, to your point, as he always does, methodically. Break him down, figure him out, and finish him.
Yeah,
That's
he's
Canelo's
cerebral.
calling card.
He's a cerebral guy.
Very.
Yeah,
Boxing IQ's through the
like
roof.
Canelo.
A little added spice to Canelo and Munguia is the press conference between Canelo and Oscar De La Hoya was wild. And, there's a lot of bad blood. When he left Golden Boy, it wasn't on the best of terms. He hasn't really had anything great to say about Oscar. And so Oscar took it upon himself to say some pretty inflammatory things.
The company you fought under for decades has always had one name, and it's mine. So put some fucking respect on it.
I don't know if Oscar really did Munguia any favors by poking Canelo, because Canelo might liable to take it out on that kid and really beat him up.
Well, little egos got in there, with Golden Boy and his name is Oscar De La Hoya, and he's one of our great fighters. And his promotion group has been successful for the most part. People leave and come and go with those promoters all the time. So Canelo leaving is no big deal. Whatever their contract was, I'm sure he met that, and then he said, "Look, I got to go."
I think Oscar's going to be okay. I think Golden Boy is going to be okay. Canelo's ending his great Hall of Fame career. He's okay. So, maybe that's just for selling tickets. A little bad blood goes a long way in a promotion, but maybe it's unnecessary at this point. So that's going to do it for this thrilling edition of Round 6. We appreciate you guys joining us. Please subscribe if you like what we're talking about, and then put your comments in there and give us some likes. And we will see you next time on Round 6.